Welcome back to the Paramount Fine Foods Centre in Miississauga. We have seen two events already decided, with Watanabe winning the women's competition and Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier, the Canadian ice dance team, winning in the ice dance competition. We look ahead now to the pairs event. And sad news that unfortunately there has been a withdrawal in the competition. The German team, Efimova and Blumer, forced to withdraw. Details of that to come. Unfortunately, that team had a pretty horrible fall on the short program where Elisa Efimova collided with the barrier on the landing of their throw triple loop. Not quite clear whether or not that has caused the reason of their withdrawal today. But the remaining 7 teams will battle out for medals, prize money, and points to try achieve a place at the Grand Prix final in Italy in December.
The Skate Canada Organizing Committee is honored to present this event in partnership with the International Skating Union. In just a few moments, we will start pair free skating.
The Skate Canada Organising Committee has done an exceptional job yet again at Skate Canada. Just an incredibly warm and hospitable environment for the athletes. And an audience that was incredibly appreciative, particularly in the ice dance competition, probably aided by the 3 Canadian entries in the final group of that event.
We remind you that flash photography as well as video recording is not permitted.
S'il vous plaît, un rappel à tous les spectateurs que la
There will be
photographie au flash et l'enregistrement vidéo
2 Canadian representatives in the pairs event. With the first couple, Kelly-Anne Laurin and Lucas Ethier, taking to the ice to start the short program. First, the ISU officials, the judges and the technical panels will be introduced to the arena. But first, ISU representative Benoit Lavoie, who awarded the flowers in the ceremonies for the women and the ice dance competition. The operation conducted by the International Skating Union, so incredibly impressive as they traverse the globe hosting these international competitions. And their confirmation of the withdrawal of Efimova and Blumer. Sad to see that they will not be able to complete their free skate in Miississauga. They will hopefully continue to compete at their second assignment. That will be the last Grand Prix in Finland, where they are scheduled to take part in their second.
Kevin Rosenstein.
And they're the judges for the event.
Bettina Meyer. Etsuko Azuma.
Skaters or teams only able to compete in a maximum of 2 Grand Prix assignments per series, and they use the results of those competitions to attain points towards the final, or indeed world ranking points. And it is the world ranking which can help decide the draw and order of skate for the short program. Not that though for the free skate. The free skate starting order, the reverse. The result of the short program. So the teams in this first warm-up group, only 3 of them now due to that withdrawal. The 6th place team in the short program, Elizaveta Zukova and Martin Bidar, will now have an earlier start time for their performance.
From Canada, Laurin and Ethier. From Czech Republic, Zukova and Bidar. From the United States of America, Plazas and Fernandez. Skaters, you have 6 minutes for your warm-up. Prepare with starting number 2.
6-minute warm-up for the 3 pair teams as the ground announcer acknowledges the withdrawal of the Germans. And the arena a little sparse now after a busier seating plan from the ice dance competition, but I'm sure more will return to their seats to enjoy the final 2 disciplines competing at Skate Canada International 2022. As we look at Laurin and now her partner Lucas Ethier, they will be disappointed to find themselves bottom of the pile after the short program, given their 3rd place at Skate America last week. As Canadian coaches rinkside for all of the teams this warm-up. Kellyanne and her partner Lucas have side-by-side triple loop. One of the more difficult jumping passes from the pair teams as we look to Elizaveta Zukova.
From the Czech Republic are Zukova and Bidar. The young pair training in Canada.
Really good quality skating. To me, that they had some really good choreography or composition of the short program, but mistakes there in row triple loops and just a double toe, the reason they find themselves in this group, and another double toe there from Elizaveta as she warms up.
Plazas and Fernandez represent the United States and are currently in 5th place.
Valentina Plazas and Maximiliano Fernandez. We mentioned they used the Militano lift, originated from our brother and sister team, Mark and Melissa Militano, and one that their coach Amanda Evora performed. Struggling a little bit with the side-by-side triples. There will be 2 side-by-side jumping passes for the pair teams. 2 throw jumps as well. That often dictate the success of the pair teams. See 3 lifts as well in a senior pairs free skate. Landing there on that throw triple loop. And having commentated on the Junior Grand Prix circuit, my appreciation and respect for the pair skaters just continues to grow and grow. The physicality of this discipline just utterly immense. It's really evident that the lifts in the pairs competition can be so physically demanding. We tend to take them for granted a little bit in the senior competition when they have a consistency level that's much higher. Seeing the juniors coming to terms with them really help me to appreciate the reality of this incredibly demanding aspect of our sport. And throughout the Grand Prix series, as with the juniors, less pair skaters and pair teams will take part. We will see the maximum of 8 entries in the pairs competition in 5 of the 6 Grand Prix assignments. There will just be 7 teams competing next week in Angers at the Grand Prix de France. Obviously 7 teams, unfortunately, now also here in Canada due to the sad withdrawal of the German team, to whom we send our very best wishes.
Skaters, there is 1 minute remaining in the warm-up.
Final minute of the warm-up for the pair teams. As with the short program, Kellyanne, with a smile on her face, lovely to see. It's been an incredibly busy time for her and her partner. 4 performances in 9 days. And as we touched on in the ice dance competition, practice sessions at a competition are not the same as in your own training rink. The level of performance required in a competition practice totally different to that of your own training rink, and often the skaters will not commit to an entire run through when they are at a competition venue, wanting to conserve their energy and showcase themselves at their best.
These ones? There's yours, G.
Please welcome the first competitors.
Veuillez accueillir les premiers concurrents.
Representing Canada, Kellyanne
The first team onto the ice
Ethier.
from the home nation, skating to the main title Carnival Row. Kellyanne Laurin and Lucas Ethier hoping to move up in the standings to replicate the success that they had last week in Skate America. Twist to start, better than the short program. Working hard to salvage something from the triple salchow combination. Shame. Going for the difficult side-by-side triple loops, just a step out for Kellyanne. Better on the throw, triple salchow. Canada's Kelly-Anne Laurin and Lucas Ethier. They complete their 4-minute free skate and complete what has been an intense past 9 days. There's a touchdown in warm-up, so physically demanding to compete in all of the disciplines. I suspect particularly so the pairs. And no downtime for the 16-year-old and 22-year-old after the competition in America. But all week long in practices, in warm-up, and in the competition, Kelly-Anne Laurin has had a smile on her face and looking to really embrace the experience of competing on the Senior Grand Prix circuit. And that positivity looks to be echoed by their coach as they leave the ice. Split triple twist coming in at level 3. Arguably their best element of the 11 performed in their free skate here. Triple salchows, hand down. And Kelly-Anne does well to salvage something towards the end there. Triple sal, single toe, double toe. And the group 5. Axel lift. All of the lifts looked strong, comfortable, and solid. That an unfortunate fall on the loop. She stayed up on that last week. And you'll see the left foot touching the ice. And the judges have a clear reduction for errors chart, which they have to abide by when they come to giving the grades of execution for the elements. Good ice coverage. Good commitment to the expression there from Lucas to the end of the program. Smiles from all three, and that wonderful to see. Stephanie Valois, part of their coaching team.
The free program score, 101.25.
I think they'll be pleased to still be above the 100 marker, given the increased mistakes over last week's performance where they scored 104. And great to see again. We look forward to seeing how this team progresses as they try to vie for a podium place at Canadian Nationals.
Please welcome the next competitors representing the Czech Republic.
The
The second team to compete in the pairs free skate, Elizaveta Zukova and Martin Bidar. Really good quality skating skills in the short program. Hoping for success on the elements. They'll start with a triple twist. tight on the catch. Elizaveta went for the triple, fall on the side-by-side triple toes. Second side-by-side jumping pass, triple salto. That time, just a double from Zukova. Transitional content within the choreo sequence. To the throat double loop. Elizaveta Zukova and Martin Bidar from the Czech Republic. And you can see in their faces the reaction to the mistakes made. 2 falls, unfortunately, in their free skate. But to me, good quality skating skills, nice style across the ice. Good support of one another as we leave the rink. They train just 20 minutes away in Oakville, but the nagging foot injury that Elizaveta has suffered from has derailed their progress on securing the likes of that second throw triple. You can see not the optimal start they were looking for here. Zukova doubling out and making that a double salto, Euler double salto, so not the same base value. A little uncomfortable in the rotation for Martin. this gorgeous landing position, beautiful turnout of the free leg. Testament to good aesthetics from the team. You can see again mindfulness of the extension, change of direction as one of the features, difficult position.
So far from all our dreams, from what love means, from you here next to me.
And Peter Bidar, also on their coaching staff, that Martin's brother. And Bruno Marcotte obviously with them as well. We'll see Bruno later on with the leaders.
I know the throw would think it was weird, but if we trust this, it's gonna help, you know?
I think it was the same things on throw and on throw.
Yeah, a bit release a bit early.
Yeah.
Because the takeoff was fine, and just the release was a bit early.
The scores,
Bruno
please.
just
Les notes, s'il vous plaît.
giving analysis of some of the mistakes.
The free program
Releasing a little
score,
earlier, the rotational position, maybe a lack of confidence.
100.66, a new season's best.
But despite the mistakes, a season's best for Zukova and Bidar.
Ladies and Martin
Lead at this stage.
in first place.
Avec une note totale de 153.5. Une nouvelle note pour la saison.
They say so much of communication is non-verbal, a lot of communication there.
We'll get there, guys. Yeah. Okay.
But ever positive, Bruno, telling them that they will get
Please
there.
welcome the next skaters.
Veuillez accueillir les prochains concurrents.
Representing the United States of America, Valentina
Plaza and Maximiliano Fernandez, another team who competed at the Skate America competition last week. Indeed, this has been a very busy team who've been competing all month. Better than in warm-up for the triple toes. I think just a double, perhaps for Maximiliano. Both managing double axel, double toe. Fight from Valentina on the throw triple flip as they use dance lift as transitional content within the choreo sequence. On the music with the throw triple loop. that, the Militano. Fantastic strength throughout the lift. And always a good indication of the performance value of a skater or team when you hear a crowd reaction like that. Powerful music from Captain America and the Avengers soundtracks for Valentina Plazas and Maximiliano Fernandez. They said that they would be grateful for a little respite from their competitive calendar, which has been so intense, competing obviously last week and at the Finlandia Trophy as well. It's a full month of competition, which they described as honestly a great experience. And their coach, Jim Peterson, saying that each event is like a month's worth of training. So here are the double axels. And both did the double axel double toe, but the various mistakes between the team will force the judges to go pretty low on the grade of execution. All three of the lifts impressively strong, and level 4 assigned to all of them. This the lift that we referenced in the warm-up. They named it the Militano after the brother and sister team Mark and Melissa Militano, and their coach Amanda Evora performed it and used it so successfully in her competitive pursuits. After this event, they want to recover and work on some different elements, different jumps other than that which is in the program. Competition season demands such physical repetition to be competition ready. Doesn't create the same opportunities to improve on new skills.
Thank you, Skate Canada. Thank you, Canada. Yeah, thank you, Skate Canada. Hey, Carrie.
Hi,
Amanda. Have one for me.
The scores, please.
You can hear the team thanking Skate Canada for what has been a great event.
108.44.
Thank you.
With a total score of 164.
So, just less than 2 points off their personal best. But first place for Plazas and Fernandez. And a well-deserved rest as they head home. So a comfortable lead by almost 11 points for the American team, Plazas and Fernandez. Disappointment for Kellyanne Laurin and Lucas Ethier not to repeat the success of last week. As we look at an excited Italian team who were just joyous with their short program. Sara Conti and Nicolo Macii will be the second team to compete in the final group.
From Canada, for McIntosh and Mimar. From Italy, Conti and Macii. From the United States of America, only Chad and Spencer Howe. And from Japan, Miura and Kihara. Skaters with 6 minutes for your warm-up.
6-minute warm-up starts following the introduction to an appreciative audience. And interesting to hear the reaction of the crowd members to Miura and Kihara, the world silver medalists, suggesting that there may be many Japanese fans here, or simply just fans of the sport respecting the fact that the world silver medalists are competing at Skate Canada. Brooke McIntosh and her partner Benjamin Mimar will start.
Representing Canada are Brooke McIntosh and Benjamin Mimar.
Their goal is to qualify for the World Championships.
National junior champions and will be skating to Les Miississauga. They are currently sitting in 4th place after the short program.
Brooke and Benjamin have a second Grand Prix assignment. They compete at the NHK Trophy. They're excited for that. Their first trip to Japan. Benjamin saying he's excited for the sushi. Just amazing life experiences for athletes competing at this level, traversing the globe. As we look to Sara Conti,
Placing third at the 2022 Lombardo Trophy.
who was so delighted with the short program and the score that they enjoyed. She and her partner Nicolo, alongside their coach, oozed delight following that success yesterday. They'll be hoping to replicate that. Nicolo just turned 27th on the 18th of this month. And they say that the free skate is a love story and they hope they can transfer their emotions to the ice. The penultimate team to compete, Emily Chan and Spencer Akira Howe.
The pair are coached by Olga Vinacheva.
Really delivered in their short program.
Currently in second place after the short program, and will skate their free program to unchained melody.
They said they have achieved only a fraction of their potential. And although they have a lot of work to do, they believe they have a lot to give, and that was evident yesterday. You can see skating skills evident as they cover the ice into their throw. Here, the class of the field, Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara. And you can just see on Miura's left shoulder the tape to strap up the injury that she suffered during a show in July that has really hampered their preparations for this season. But they really rose to the pressure and delivered yesterday an impressive 73 points following very limited training time. They have a 6-point lead. Just remains to be seen how they will cope with the extra elements in the free skate. The pair elements that they were unable to work on due to the injury. Brooke McIntosh looking solid on the throw. She and Benjamin, third at Junior World Championships. He said that the experience of competing at a senior Grand Prix just seems more professional, more pictures being requested, they said. And the top 3 teams from the Olympic Games won't be on the circuit this season. So lots of openings, and that the excitement of the first year in a new Olympic cycle. Seeing who's willing to step up, potentially exploit an opening, and secure some big results. And as we said, not just medals to be awarded, points for the Grand Prix final potentially to strive for, and prize money, with $18,000 awarded to the winners of this event. Japanese champions Miura and Kihara have been an inspiration to other skaters in Japan. So Japanese junior pair skaters competing on the Junior Grand Prix. And they cited Miura and Kihara as their undoubted inspiration.
Thank you.
La période d'échauffement est terminée. Veuillez s'il vous plaît quitter la glace. Merci.
The Canadian audience encouraging the first team from the home nation to deliver.
Please welcome the next skaters.
Veuillez accueillir les prochains.
Brooke McIntosh and Benjamin Mimar
Representing Canada. Brooke
had
McIntosh
problems with the side-by-side triple toes. That will be the second element for the couple in their free skate. And they will skate to Les Miserables. Much better, triple toe, double toe. Double sako there. Well held on the landing of the throw triple lutz.
was high and life worth living. But the tigers come at night with their voices soft as thunder, as they tear your hopes apart, and they turn your dream to shame.
What a shame. Down on the throw triple loop.
Still I dream he'd come to me, that we would live years together. I had a dream my life would be
Loads of ice coverage
so different from
through the Group 3 left.
I'm living, so different now from what it seemed. Now life is killed the dream I dreamed.
And the new feature this year in the pairs combination spin, with the women being lifted for at least 2 revolutions to close out the free skate for the Canadians, Brooke McIntosh and Benjamin Mimar. A shame we saw a wonderful triple loop throw in warm-up,
From Canada,
but a fall here.
and Benjamin Mimar.
But this team really looking like early front runners in the campaign for a spot on the world team for Canada. Lots of retirements in Canadian pair skating. Kirsten Moore-Turs, Michael Marinaro, Vanessa James and Eric Radford, Evelyn Walsh, Trent Michaud. So many of the world team members in Canadian pair skating moving on. And that creates an opening for this young, talented team. They were 3rd at the Junior World Championships of the 10 teams that competed there. We'll see the Junior World Champions from Georgia, Karina Safina and Luka Berlava from Georgia, compete next week as they start their campaign. Success with the triple toe, double toe. Benjamin had a fall on that in warm-up, so he'll have been relieved to have that as he calls out the timing on the entry into the lift. Getting the 2 rotations on one arm as the level feature comfortably. And each extra rotation too. First of the 2 throws was okay. Here, the second of the throws just off axis, way out of the circle, and a painful fall. Pressure on her right knee. Here, just missing that. The new feature, the technical panel can use to give a higher level on the pairs combination spin. The women must be lifted by the man on 1 foot for at least 2 rotations, and that they did well.
The scores, please.
Les notes, s'il vous plaît.
The free program score, 114.67. A new season's best.
So a new season's best and personal best for Brooke McIntosh and Benjamin Miller.
Currently in first place.
Avec une note
And their
totale.
goal to qualify for the world team looking increasingly
Une meilleure note pour la
comfortable
saison.
and confident.
Brooke et Benjamin sont actuellement en première place.
Please welcome the next competitors.
Veuillez accueillir les prochains concurrents.
Representing Italy, Sara Conti and Macii.
Sara Conti and Niccolo Macii from Italy, using the beautiful music, Cinema Paradiso. They told us that it is a love story and they hope they can transfer their emotions to the program. Good save from Sara. Both managing triple salcho or their double salcho. Good running edge as they transition on one foot out of the triple toes. Triple loop.
Quando mi abbracci forte a te, e petto a petto noi respiriamo insieme.
Great conviction on the landing of the throw triple salcho. Sara starts to really express to the music. What a really charming team. They have a really special connection between the pair. And I'm sure many like me so enjoyed watching their joy in the kiss and cry yesterday. And their passion evident. They've been another team very busy. They won the Lombardia Trophy. They competed at the Nebelhorn Trophy. and more recently in Scotland at the Tayside Trophy just a few weeks ago. And with the retirement of Della Monica and Garisi, they will be vying to become Italian champions. A little tight there on the split triple twist, but both the side-by-side jumping passes, pretty good. Here you see a really good save from Sara. And I love the punch out on her landings, as we saw later too. Here, the side-by-side triple toes. And you can see Sara eyeballing Niccolò to see if he was as successful as she. And Niccolò, born in Milan, he's saying how excited he is to know that the Winter Olympics will be coming to his home city in 2026, and that, I'm sure, a huge motivation for he and Sara. Look at the conviction here with her fingertips there, and the landing of that throw triple salto, and each of the transitions to the end of the program musically phrased.
Mamma, Marina.
Dai, Raffi!
Lo sai. Ciao Raffi. Ciao Islam.
Rafaela Casaniga, one of their choreographers, I suspect that. Raffi that they're sending their greetings to. 119.52 for Sara Conti and Niccolò Macii. And they will have a Grand Prix medal. And just beautiful scenes end the kiss and cry for the Italians.
Sara et Niccolò sont actuellement en première place.
Absolute joy for the Italian team.
Veuillez accueillir les prochains concurrents.
Representing the United States.
They win their first Grand Prix medal, and that may be the case for the next team. Emily Chan and Spencer Akira Howe from the United States of America. And they will perform to Unchained Melody. Double salto, double axel, double axel. Time for Emily on the triple toe. Leaving the triple twist later in the program than most. double sacco on the throw.
I love you. I've always loved you. I say it with my eyes. I say it with my heart. And time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine?
Beautiful music and beautiful skaters, just not the performance they were hoping for. Emily Chan and Spencer Akira Howe from the United States of America, hoping to stay in second place after their successful short program yesterday.
From United States of America, Emily Chan and Spencer Akira Howe.
I think from a component's perspective, it will be lower than Sara Conti and Niccolò Macii. They had less than a point lead above the Italians coming into the free skate, so not room for many errors. The Italians had that fall on their throw triple loop. And after the short program, they said they've achieved just a fraction of their potential, and I agree with that. Really a team for the future. Double sacco there, but good for both. Match and timing, a little far apart, but matching their timing for the double axels. And here, the drop 3 turn entry into triple toe Wally, really. Unfortunate for Emily for the fall there. Triple toes were okay yesterday. The first team not to place the twist at the start of the program. A step out of the loop, so not a fall, not as big a deduction. As has been the case for most of the teams, level 4 on all 3 of the lifts. So it's going to be incredibly close. Spencer committed to the storytelling of their performance right to the end.
The scores, please.
And like the Italians, looking for their first Grand Prix medal. What colour will it be? Second in the free skate to the Italians. But overall, they stay ahead. And it will be at least a silver for Emily Chan and Spencer Akira Howe. Coach Alexei Litov delighted as the crowd anticipates the final performance in the pairs competition.
Representing Japan, Riku Miura and Kihara.
Skating to Riko Miura's favorite music. Gorgeous. To By Sleeping at Last for Miura and Kihara from Japan. And you can see the respect and connection between the team before they start.
Sweetheart, you look a little tired. When did you rest? Come in and make yourself right at home. Stay as long as you need. Tell me is something wrong. If something's wrong, you can call on me. You know I'll take my heart clean apart if it helps you speak. It's okay if you can't find the words. Let me take your coat and this weight of your shoulders. Like a force to be reckoned with, a mighty ocean or a gentle kiss. I will love you with every single.
Struggling with the first of the two side-by-side jumping passes.
Like a tidal wave will make a mess. Cold waters if that serves you best. I will love you without any strings attached. It's okay if you can't catch your breath. You can take the oxygen straight out of my lungs.
Good on the side-by-side triple salchows.
I just wanna love you, to love you, to love you well. I just wanna learn how to somehow be loved myself.
Fabulous transition.
Like a force to be reckoned with.
Nice. No triple loops.
I will love you without any strings attached. What a privilege it is to love, a great honor to hold you.
Good two on the throw triple loop.
Force to be reckoned with, a mighty ocean or a gentle kiss. I will love you with every single thing I have. Like a tidal wave will make a mess. Cold waters if that serves you best. I will love you without any strings attached. I will love you without a single string
There's just something so incredibly endearing about this team. Not just incredible skaters, but just seem to be two such lovely humans. And knowing the challenges they've had in the off-season with the injury that Riku has suffered makes this performance all the more special. And it was just truly touching to see the encouragement from Ryuichi Kihara to his partner at the start of the performance. You could really sense that he was there willing his partner through. Their short program to You'll Never Walk Alone was deemed to be a message for them both as they rush to greet friends off the ice. The music by Sleeping at Last. Favorite for Miura. And interestingly, it appears that Ryuichi Kihara really wears his heart on his sleeve. Miura a little bit more restrained in her expression, but you could see within this that she too opened up when more of the technical element score was successful. Level 3 for the twist. That's the weakest of the elements, hands down on the triple toe. And at that point you could really see from Kihara, Ryuichi really so mindful of his partner, and they've not really been together for many seasons, and yet their bond very evident. Soft goes were good, and again you can see Ryuichi just looking over his shoulder, so attentive to his partner. Third triple is better than in the short program. And the loop good too. The Americans, Alexa Kneedham and Brandon Frazier, won last week's competition with 126 points in their free skate. And the Canadian team, Diana Stellato Dudek and Maxime Deschamps from Canada with 124, and you can see Bruno's reaction. Their coaches described them as just the model students. Moved emotionally as well.
The scores, please.
Their personal best came at the Olympic Winter Games, where they had 141. And given the injury, given the early stage in the season, 138.63, a great start for the winners of Skate Canada International 2022, Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara. Tears in the eyes of Miura, who still leaves the ice in pain every session, she said. Gold for Japan, as it was in the women's competition as well. Just 3/10 of a point separate the Americans in silver to the Italians, Sara Conti and Niccolò Macii. Miura and Kihara will compete again at the NHK Trophy. And the pressure upon them there will be ramped up even more. And that'll be a taste of what's to come for the World Championships in March of next year, which will be held in their home nation as well. They may have been just 3/10 off a point of second, but the Italian team of Sara Conti and Niccolò Macii were delighted to find themselves coming away from Miississauga with their first Grand Prix medal. And the Cinema Paradiso music was the framework for the love story in their choreography. And that a reflection of the relationship. Emily Chan and Spencer Akira Howe, they too skating to a romantic piece delivered on the presentation of it perfectly appropriately. And the silver medalists here at Skate Canada will go head-to-head again with Miura and Kihara when they compete next on the Grand Prix. They'll be competing in Sapporo, Japan at the NHK Trophy in 3 weeks' time. The world silver medalists, Miura and Kihara. They train just 20 minutes away from the competition venue here. And that perhaps the reason why there was such support for them in this crowd. They will have increased their fan base ever more with beautiful skating in their free skate to the music by Sleeping at Last. And you can see in the back of shot, audience to their feet to finish a brilliant pairs free skate. And that concludes the third of 4 events. We look ahead now to the men's free skate. Join us for that shortly after the ice resurface.